Yo, what's good everybody? Guy in Kicks here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about another New Balance sneaker, and that is the New Balance 990 V3 in the Scarlet with Marblehead colorway, part of the Teddy Santis 16. So like always guys, let me show you a first look and we'll get into the review. And a quick reminder guys, I still have that 10% off discount from Reshoevn8r. All you have to do is add the item to cart and the 10% discount will automatically be applied. I definitely use Reshoevn8r. One of my favorite products from them is the stain repellent and also the dry sway kit. It's one of my two go-to products that I use from Reshoevn8r, but they also have other stuff that you guys may find useful. So if you're interested, use that special link below and check them out. All right, so I probably said this already before with other colorways, but I keep telling myself, bro, take a break from V3s, chill out, wait for something that's really good and buy that. But then a cool colorway like this comes out, I go on StockX, I play with the prices a little bit, I place a low bid to see if somebody bites, and of course somebody did, and I ended up getting these for $185 with shipping and taxes. So I was like, hey, not bad, because these retail for $200, so I actually got these below retail. These officially released on July 28, 2022, like I said, for a retail price of $200. There's actually a lot of stock on these on the New Balance USA website, and there's probably a lot of stock on other retailers as well, because it's actually really cool to see sneakers like these type of colorways sitting, to give people a chance to cop really dope sneakers, and people don't have to rush to try to buy something right away or pay resale for something. Having really dope shoes sitting is a great thing. So the more that these keep releasing, especially colorways like these that look more of a GR colorway, the more they're gonna sit and the more chances people have to buy these. So this 990 V3 is part of the Teddy Santis 16. For those that may not know who Teddy Santis is, he is the founder of Marblehead, and he is also the Made in USA creative director. This Scarlet with Marblehead colorway is basically a burgundy color with some gray accents throughout the upper of the shoe. That definitely reminds us of the GR 993 in the burgundy color, but then there's also a 990 V3 that came out very similar to this. I'm not sure when it was released, but that one has some speckle paint on the midsole. That was definitely a very cool detail. Other features of this 990 V3, on the inside part of the shoe, the sock lining has this textile feel material. The insoles here are mostly burgundy. You do have the branding print in white. On the front of the tongue, you have the classic 990 V3 tongue with a diamond shaped design. And as you can see there, the material that they use kind of has like a shiny look to it. You have the New Balance USA branding there, and the letters there are both in red and also silver. These come out of the box with these sail white laces. They're not pure white, which is definitely a cool detail. They also come with another pair in the burgundy color. As you come down to the toe box, you're gonna find the optimal control lace loop, which is definitely one of my favorite features of the V3, because it just makes it very easy to run your laces through compared to the other 990s where you definitely have to do a little bit more work to get your laces through. As you come down to the toe box, this is where you're gonna find most of the mesh material. Obviously, definitely want that breathability here for sure. The color on the mesh here is very similar to the upper layers of the shoe. You do have some layers of gray suede here on the toe box as well. You do have a little bit of strip of reflective material close to the mud guard here, and you'll also find some additional reflective material on both end logos and all the way to the heel part of the shoe, where you're also going to find the Made in USA branding as well. All the way to the back of the shoe, underneath that reflective material, you're going to find some perforated nubuck with the New Balance branding there as well. On the midsole on this colorway, all the way to the heel part of the midsole, you're gonna find some different shades of gray from darker to lighter. You're gonna find the end cap branding on the lateral side, and from the mid part to the forefoot part of the shoe, it switches over to a sail white midsole. The cushioning system on these V3s features absorb throughout the midsole here, and then on the heel part of the shoe, you're gonna find end cap. End cap is basically a polyurethane rim that has an EVA foam in the center. And then switching over to the outsole, classic V3 outsole here, you have the diamond shaped design on the forefoot part of the shoe in like a darker gray color. You also have some black here on this outsole. In the middle part of the outsole, you have a carbon fiber plate for the rigidity and structure of the outsole. And all the way to the heel part of the outsole, you have some New Balance branding in burgundy, and then you also have some endurance here as well. The shoes come in the most recent Made in USA box, and here you have the official tag and SKU. So when it comes to sizing with the 990 V3, I normally wear a size 10 on most of my Nike, Jordans, Adidas sneakers, for example. With these, I suggest going a half a size down. So whatever size you normally wear, just go a half size down from those. If you already have a pair of 990 V3s, then you're set. If you don't own own a pair of V3s, but you own like a 990 V5, V4, 992, 993, whatever size you are on those, do the same thing here with the V3s. All right, so my final thoughts on these 990 V3 guys is that, of course, these are V3, so I'm gonna recommend them just because of that. The V3 is definitely one of my favorite models, and it's probably the model that I own the most now. And it wasn't really intentional, it just happened to be because there's so many great colorways that have been coming out in the last year or so that I've just been a sucker and I've been buying a whole lot of these. But the V3 is just so good, very stylish, and it's super comfortable. One of my most comfortable sneakers that I own in my collection from any brand that I own. Another reason why I ended up buying these, like I said earlier in the video, I just kept seeing really dope photos on social media and I was like, wow, those really look good on foot. And even though I don't own a lot of burgundy sneakers, I was like, you know what, having a pair in the collection won't hurt. I also really like this shade of burgundy because it kind of reminds me more of like a red wine type of color. It's not very bright either. It definitely has a nice muted shade that doesn't make the shoe very bright. I also don't really like super bright red sneakers that are mostly red. I like red in my sneakers. I'm a fan of obviously a lot of Jordans that have red in them, but I don't like mostly red sneakers. But here with this burgundy, it has a nice shade of that burgundy that kind of mutes it a little bit, makes it a little bit dark, that it doesn't make it super bright and loud. And then finally, in terms of the overall construction, I do have to say that they were constructed pretty well. Of course, you're gonna find the usual little strings here and there, a little bit of glue residue throughout the upper of the shoe. Another thing you'll probably notice here on my pair, on the heel stabilizer, you find a little bit of that suede dye on the heel stabilizer, but it's something that I can probably scrape off pretty easy, no issues there. So overall, New Balance did a great job constructing these. The suede here feels very, very nice. Nice backstroke here on this suede. So like always, New Balance kills it when it comes to the suede game. So with all that being said, guys, let me throw these bad boys on and show you guys how they look on feet. So that's it for me, guys. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the New Balance 990 V3 in the Scarlet with Marblehead colorway. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this colorway. Is this one of your favorites, or is this one of your least favorites from the Teddy 16 drop? And like always, to my returning viewers, thank you so much for stopping by. Anybody who's new to this channel, this is your first time checking out one of my videos. I make content like this. I try to drop a video once a week. So if you're interested in this type of content, you want to know about sneaker releases, how sneakers look on feet, details of the shoe and things like that, definitely feel free to subscribe and also hit that like button because it helps the algorithm, helps the channel grow, and I can't do that without you guys. So that's it, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.